I rise to speak in support of the Levin-McCain amendment to strike excessive funding in this bill for the F-22. I want to briefly outline why this amendment is in the best interest of our national defense and our fiscal future. I want to thank the chairman for his leadership here. This amendment, in my view, represents the best of leadership that our nation has to offer. Senator McCain and President Obama have put political parties aside and have acted to protect taxpayers at a time when our fiscal circumstances require us to make difficult choices, and Chairman Levin has supported their efforts. They're willing to make hard choices. Congress must follow their wise leadership. The media has reported that our budget deficit now exceeds $1 trillion. We've provided middle-class tax cuts, first-time homebuyer tax credits, and invested resources in order to turn this economy around. But we've got to re-examine our other spending choices and say no to excessive spending. The F-22 embodies spending to an excess, and it borrows from key operations and maintenance and personnel accounts to do so. The Secretary of Defense, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and our Commander-in-Chief have said that we do not need any more F-22s. In fact, they say that the costs of acquiring and maintaining these aircraft, which have ballooned far beyond the Pentagon's original estimates, are hindering our ability to make much-needed investments in our other necessary programs. But, Madam President, it's not just the Obama administration. President Bush and Secretary Rumsfeld also agreed that this is an area where we can show restraint and help strain taxpayers. The Levin-McCain amendment is the right policy for this country. Armed services leadership and presidents from both parties agree. We should be listening when the Air Force tells us that the 187 F-22s that we have are enough. Our president has shown the wisdom to listen to our uniformed leaders. Now only Congress stands in the way of saving taxpayers $1.75 billion. The F-22 has never supported a single mission in Iraq or Afghanistan. It's time to reassert the actual military priorities of today. It's true that the F-22 supports jobs sprinkled around our nation, but we need to focus on weapons programs that create jobs and also serve a modern military purpose. As the chairman and ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee have said, the F-35 represents the future of our fighter fleet. As we look to the future, I simply cannot lend my support to this effort to allow unnecessary expansion of a program at the expense of the American and Coloradan taxpayer. There are far more useful ways to create and maintain jobs that actually enhance our military readiness. Phasing out expansion of the F-22 fleet will allow needed funding to be reallocated to more important, pressing needs of our military. Let's pass a defense authorization bill that actually contains the requests that our military has made, rather than giving them systems that they have asked us not to fund. $1.75 billion for the F-22 has not been requested, and I agree with Chairman Levin, Senator McCain, Presidents Obama and Bush. I urge my colleagues to join in this effort to show fiscal restraint, support the Levin-McCain amendment. The best way to defend our country is to listen to our military when it tells us to change the way we invest. Our fiscal health and our national security both depend on it.